YouTube, how's it going? How's everybody doing? This is the Joller Coaster back with another video. It's been a minute making semen retention videos, but it's pretty simple. I haven't been on semen retention. Now over the last 2 months I have, but there was about a couple week period when I was on those apps. If you saw one of the videos I made about talking to 100 girls and all that, which I'm not doing anymore, by the way, but when I was in that whole phase, I just simply was not on retention. Or actually, I was on retention, but I was edgy. Like, I was on retention, and I was going to make a different video about that. I'm going to make this video short, but I'll probably still do another video on this. But edging is like one of the worst things that you can do on this journey. So 55 days of semen retention now, double nickel. But right before that, like a couple weeks before I started this streak, I was like, I don't even remember, honestly. I think I hooked up with like a girl or something, and then I just went on this whole Tinder 100 girl, dude, I'm talking about 100 girl. That, I told you that wouldn't last. That does not last long. That honeymoon phase, that honeymoon period, it's like getting a lot of, it's like if you make $1 million, at first, when you first get $1 million, you're gonna be like, whoa, yo, dude, I made I've got $1 million, dude. And then a couple weeks go by, a couple months go by, you're just like, yeah, I made $1 million a couple months ago. You get used to it. Like, it kicks in. That honeymoon phase goes away. It prevents, there's something that prevents shock value, but then it'll just diminish. So that's what happened with all these girls. I was like, yo, I got on Tinder in the Dominican Republic, and I paid $10 so I could have unlimited swipes and location. And now I have 100 matches, and they're all dead. And then those following weeks, I was sort of just like, dude, I'm not talking to 100. I don't care. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, any dude who's like, oh, I dream of the damn Bilzerian life. I dream of having a bunch of girls to talk to. No, you don't. You really don't. Maybe you think you do. But in reality, I'm of the mindset, I think naturally, biologically, the way God designed us, we're designed to just fall in love with one person. Now, does that mean, because a lot of guys talk about, oh, but I want multiple girls, or I get attracted to multiple girls. Of course, you can find multiple girls attractive, but with me, maybe it's just me, I don't know. But when I like actually start liking a girl, like, obviously, I'm not gonna like a girl if she's not attractive. That's the case with most men. It's like, looks are like the #1 thing that attracts you towards her. The personality, the soul, the mind, that's what keeps her around. Is she loyal? Is she honest? Those characteristics and traits, that's what makes a man want to fall in love and like be together forever with a girl, like a husband wife. So with me, that's the case. Yeah, I could see a bunch of good-looking women, but it's literally, good-looking woman is like water. Just go to the store and get some. Like, it's like they're everywhere, but what is more valuable than water? Diamonds. Let's do some corny analogy, I don't know, but seriously, no. Like, a woman who's actually, like, anything that's common is not that valuable. Things that are rare are very valuable. That's why Bitcoin's go to the moon, because it's rare. There's only 21 million. There'll never be any more. So that's what I've been focused on. I've been focused on work, but that whole Tinder, oh, there's a bunch of girls, dude, I can get a bunch of girls on Tinder, a bunch of girls wherever. It's like, dude, that is not it, yo. And I noticed it because I was in the edging state. I was edging and swiping and talking to these girls and constantly like sexting, like having sexual conversations and stuff. Be like, oh, baby, I can't wait to come there. You do this, I do that, whatever. It's like, dude, that is all a distraction, because now, the past couple weeks, since crypto's been skyrocketing, it's actually helped me finally focus on something, because yes, I was focused on working, door dashing, but I wasn't, like, I'm not passionate about door dashing. That's just a means to an end. That's just a way to fund the investments. Once the investments take off, that's what I actually am. I was method acting this whole time. I'm not a DoorDash driver. I'm a trader and investor. But in investing, sometimes you have down periods where you have no choice but to take up some other job or something. These Leafs are doing a tornado. There's this dude that was like, I'm gonna do a tornado out of these Leafs. And people were like, oh, he can't actually do it. But in the video, he was actually doing it. Maybe I'm doing that too. But no, seriously, let me not get off topic. This is about semen retention. I'm an everything type of guy. I'm not a semen retention only, oh, I keep the cum in my dick. I talk about multiple different topics. But I'm going to make this quick because I do have to go. I got to pay this bill. I had like $3,000 that I got a loan. I invested it all. But now I can't pay this $25 credit card bill, so I gotta go DoorDash so I can cover that. But yeah, I've just been working ever since. When you put the woman to the side, and especially the lust and the edging to the side, and you say, no, I'm getting on a high streak of SR, dude, you will automatically be more productive and more confident. Your confidence will increase. Because when I was edging, it was like you get the confidence or the social proof confidence from like, oh, a lot of women are talking to me. But that's not the same type of confidence you get when you're on SR. Because look, when you're in a constant state of relapse, you are more anxious. That is a biological fact that I've noticed doing this journey. Anxiety. What is anxiety? That stomach nervous feeling. It's the nervous system. When you're on semen retention and you're retaining your seed, your nervous system is improved. It's literally stronger. It literally is less likely to give you anxiety when you're on higher streaks. So I noticed that in my past, like I used to always think like, maybe it's the weed, maybe I'm just a pussy. Why am I always anxious socially, and why am I always scared of confrontation? I'm always scared of confrontation. Like back before I knew about semen retention. Learning about semen retention, dude, especially when you get a higher streak, I'm not making this up. There's no one that you're scared of. You're just not scared. If you combine it with the gym, it's the ultimate confident. You cannot be, I'll confidently say this, you cannot be unconfident. You cannot be lacking confidence when you're on a high streak of semen retention and when you're consistently in the gym. It's not possible. So anybody who's like, oh, well, I'm in the gym, but I'm still like, I'm shy or nervous, you're not on semen retention. It takes two. It's the combo. With me, the combo needs to be sober and retention. I'll get into that in another video. But when you have both, consistency in the gym, because just consistency in the gym, obviously being bigger will make you confident. Because who's gonna beat you in a fight when you're bigger? Who's gonna even want to attack Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? They're gonna be like, I'm gonna go rob somebody else. I'm gonna go try somebody else. I'm gonna go pick on somebody. When you're bigger, it literally provides a defense. It provides a defense of confrontation because people are less likely to want to mess with you. But then if confrontation does arise, if you're on retention, it provides confidence even through the confrontation. So there's no reality that exists where not being on semen retention is better than being on semen retention. It doesn't exist. Now, even if you're like, oh, I'm getting laid though, I'm not on semen retention, but I'm still getting laid. Okay, you're losing your power. That's what people don't understand. That's what my whole thing was like, because I slipped up and I fornicated and I remembered how good it felt. I can't deny that. It's one of the best physical like feelings ever, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all, because the power you get, the confidence you get, everything just being better overall, more energy. more willingness to want to seek knowledge and seek wisdom. All that is improved, which means literally just getting on semen retention overall, it's going to improve your life overall. It's not going to, like, if you're thinking, oh, but I get on semen retention, but that means I can't get laid anymore. You're not missing out on nothing. Because most likely the short-term girl you're getting laid with, she'll just disappear anyway. It's just a hookup, and then you'll have to find another girl. Like, hooking up is the dumbest thing ever. There's no return on investment except a little 1 hour or 5 minutes, depending on how long you last. A little 5-minute pleasure, 20-minute hour pleasure. That's not worth it at all. What are the risks? You could get an STD from this girl. You could get her pregnant, and now you have $1 million responsibility and, you know, a moral responsibility. If you're a father, you should look after your kid, even if you had it out of wedlock. That's your idiot fault anyway. Like, dude, the fact that these guys that'll knock up a girl and they don't take responsibility for their actions, you're a weak, pathetic idiot. That's what you are. A deadbeat father is a weak, pathetic idiot. There's no less of a man than a deadbeat father. But then on the contrary, the woman who is also stupid and irresponsible and never takes responsibility for her actions, she has the say on to kill it or not. So she could literally just sleep around carelessly, have get a baby within her, and then just be like, I'm too lazy. I didn't want to have a baby with him. I just want to have sex. And then she kills the baby. I mean, and don't even get me started on that, dude. It's abortion is one of the most evil acts in humanity. But I'm not gonna go on too many different topics, but like, life objectively begins at conception. That means when your sperm meets her egg, there's even a flash of light when new DNA is formed. If new DNA is formed and it's a new human life, guess what? Killing it in any stages along the development of that life is murder. It's the killing of an innocent human being. It has new, unique DNA the moment of conception. So all abortion is murder. That is an objective fact. That's not an opinion. But just like we didn't evolve from monkeys and pond water and bananas, which some people think we're related to, bananas, for God's sakes. I mean, just wait till I run up this knowledge on theology, and I'm going to debate some of these atheists, but they think that is an objective fact. They think, remember, just because you think something is true does not mean it is. There's a bunch of people who think abortion is not murder, but it objectively is, because biologically life begins at conception and all abortion happens after conception. So therefore all abortion is murder, objectively. But once again, with evolution, we evolved we're ancestors with bananas. You are a banana if you believe that. But anyways, they think that's a fact. It does not mean it is. So there's a lot of people that think something is a fact because the school system, which is obviously corrupt, it's designed to create 9-to-5 slaves. The school system told them so therefore it's true. I mean, come on, man. The truth is, because I don't want this to get too long again, I got a lot to say, but I'll just make multiple videos instead of being like talking about a bunch of 45-minute videos. So I get a lot more views if I just kept it like 10 minutes. But yeah, semen retention, you're gonna get an increase in confidence. That's just a fact. Anybody, at this point, I have so many different examples. I don't know at this point. It's so many different examples of being on this journey, semen retention. It is so verifiable. It's as equivalently verifiable as knowing that you're not gonna find a good wife on dating apps. Like, that's so verified for me that I'm just like, dude, enough. Like, enough. Like, I had the peak echelon, like 100 matches with bad Latina girls, and even I'm like, dude, that's not fulfilling. What I need to do is I need to fully sober up I need to fully stay on this journey, because I've had temptations on this journey. There's this same girl I relapsed with originally. You know, it's like I've had to make the decision. I'm like, all right, do I really give this up? Because here's the other thing. We're in a cryptocurrency bull market right now. Check the charts. Bitcoin's at 100K, baby, which means the altcoins, which is all I've been accumulating this whole entire time, they are about to skyrocket. And I'm not going to be broke living at my mom's anymore. I'm going to buy a house. A condo, whatever, in the Dominican. I'm going to buy my dream car, and then I'm just going to help a bunch of people. Give out money to homeless, help my family, just pay off all debt. We're going to get into the good part of life, the good part of the cycle again. And I realized this is actually one of the reasons I was like, there's no way I'm relapsing on this journey. 55 days. It was so hard just to get the 50 days. It was like, the amount of edgy, like, dude, I thought I was going to relapse multiple days on this journey. But now I made it out of the trenches. Once you make it out of the trenches and you hit a different part of the cycle of this journey where you're just like, it almost like the part where you don't get horny anymore. That's where I'm at. And I think you could enter that part much earlier if you just don't edge. But what was I going to say? 55 days. Dang, I completely lost my train of thought. But I don't know. Either way, whatever I forgot, I'll touch on in another video. Lastly, I just wanted to say, with smoking, for example, no, what was I gonna say? Some girl, she hit me up. Oh, yeah, I got it. So this journey, one of the main reasons I was like, dude, I am not relapsing on this. Why? This is my first ever cryptocurrency bull market on semen retention. Every other, I was in the crypto bull market 2017, the very end, and then all of the crypto bull market 21. That's when I almost made $1 million, but I lost it all. I guarantee you my net worth, I bet you my net worth, if I wasn't smoking and I knew about semen retention, is zero chance I would have lost all that money, 800,000. I had to start all the way over. Zero chance. So this time around, I've been telling myself I got to be sober this bull run. That's another thing I got to work on. Lastly, I'll close it off with that. But this will be my first ever bull market on semen retention. So I said, if I relapse with this girl this week, I start over all the way at zero. If I stay on this streak, I will be 3 digits, 3 figures, 100+ days, basically in the middle of the bull market, in the alt season. And you know how people say, oh, like a lot of things go your way on semen retention. Now, I haven't experienced a lot of that, but that's because I've been smoking on all these previous journeys. So I don't think I had the full potential and the full rewards. At this time, I'll sober up. I'm working on trying to finish out this month sober, but then I'll remain on semen retention, hit 100 days sometime in January. Dude, what if I become a millionaire on 100 days when I hit 100 days? I'm not near that now, but I'm saying, like, dude, big things can happen on this journey. A lot of other people talk about a lot of things go your way. Now, I've had a lot of bad things happen, but in the micro, things do go your way, like people hold a door or this, like whatever. But we're gonna see what happens. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to be like, no, dude, I'm not about to relapse. And then lastly, to close this off, I've been wanting to stop smoking, and just this video, anytime, that's another actual reason I didn't make a lot of videos, is literally I was just smoking the whole time. Smoking and edging can kill dreams. Smoking and edging can kill anything. It can literally turn you into a crazy person, just a sick, lustful person, pervert, whatever you want to call it. That is not a healthy way for men to live at all. But yeah, so I've just basically needed to stop smoking, and I got like the most obvious sign ever last night. The smoke shop that I would frequent a lot. Like when I first moved here, I'd go there pretty much every week almost and get a new vape, and it was almost one of the only places I would socialize. Like, I'm not making this up. When I first moved here, I did not hang out with anyone. That's maybe even documented. For like 6, 8, 12 months, the only place I would actually literally talk to people and socialize outside of my family at my home was this smoke shop. This smoke shop just got shot up last night. Literally. One of the smoke shops, what I just got done telling you, was the only place I would go and socialize. They would know my name. This woman would be like, "Bye, Joel." I'm like, "Yeah, see you later. Have a good one." They just got shot up last night, dude. Some crazy demonic lunatic. I thought it was a drive-by with a pistol shot. He literally just walked up with a rifle, shot up the smoke shop, then went inside and shot more. I mean, how sick and demented and evil do you have to be? Like, it's one thing if you shoot and you're just like, let's drive off. To shoot and then go in there and shoot again, like confirmed kills or something, that is so evil and demented. I'm like, dude, there's no way, like, demons don't exist, bro. You're telling me that's not a demon? That is a sick F, dude. I don't like, but I was literally gonna go there last night, dude. Because I ran out, and this is my problem with quitting this crap. I'll run out, and then I'll get withdrawals, and the only way to get rid of the withdrawals is to take a hit. But I can't take a hit if I run out, so I go buy a new one. So I was gonna do that again last night, even though I committed to, like, I'm gonna be done. Like, I don't want to do this to finish out this month of December. I want to be done with this. So I went to the gym around 4. I got out the gym around 6. So it was maybe even the timing. And I was literally thinking I was either going to go home or go straight to the shop and get another vape. I chose not to. And basically, there was just a mass murder. It's just a mass shooting. They shot up the smoke shop. And then they drove off. And in the pursuit, I think he was shooting at the police. And then eventually he's caught. And I'm just like, caught? Why is he not killed? That's what I don't understand about this justice system. It's like, dude, he just murdered multiple people. He's on the run shooting at police, and y'all tase him and apprehend him? Kill him! You know? Get justice. You know, because now he's going to go to court. He's going to go get free food and free health care in the prison system. I say put him in the electric chair, but really I say the cops should have just ended it on the scene right there. He's shooting at you. He already murdered multiple people. End him. We don't need him in the prison system at all. End him. But if I was a cop, that's what I would have done. But that's justice in my eyes, you know. That is, you don't, if anything, shoot him in the leg, paralyze him for life, something. He just took these people's lives. I don't know who it is yet, but I most likely know them, dude. That's why I don't want to get, like, emotional. Because, dude, that's some of them were, like, I would consider them at least like a friend, an acquaintance. Because it's one of the only people I talked to when I first moved back here was in that smoke shop. And that smoke shop, which I frequent, which I almost would have been at last night, just got shot up by some lunatic. I don't even know the motive. He's from an hour south, so he drove an hour up here to do, I don't know. But either way, I'm going to pray for everyone involved. I mean, there's 2 people dead, so it's just a tragedy, man. I can't even believe that's reality, but it happens all over the world. None of this would be happening if people were on semen retention and focused on God. That's the other thing, that people want to deny God. These shooters, these violent criminals, none of them are Christians. None of them. None of them are men of God. If they were men of God, reading their scripture daily, weekly, whatever, the thought of going up to shoot somebody for anything, it's not possible. This is all because of lack of God. All the violence and crime and bad things in society and globally around the world are entirely because of lack of disobeying God. That's all it is. Every single theft that happens, they're disobeying God. God said, do not steal. Every single person that cheats on their spouse and then ruins a marriage, ruins a family, they're all disobeying God. He said not to do that. Every single person that's killing other people, you're disobeying God. God said not to do that. So it all comes down to following God. If you disobey God, bad things personally and globally for the society will happen. If you obey him, society will flourish. I mean, it's no coincidence that society has went downhill the more woke they go and the less God they bring into society. We need a revival. Let's bring God back in society. Let's make it cool to be men and women of God once again. Not these stupid, like, materialistic, clout chasing, like, rappers and actresses and all this corny crap. A lot of them are, they're sold their soul to the devil anyway. It's the satanic music and Hollywood industry. But yeah, so I literally, seriously, like, I think my life summary when I go to heaven one day, and maybe we rewind and we're like, what was your whole life about? What was your Christian story about? You know how Job had a story, what happened to him, King Solomon had a struggle. Everybody, every biblical character has some struggle or story or some story to tell. I think my story to tell will be that I'm one of the greatest Christian apologists ever, but I simply struggled with a weed and lust addiction. So the weed and lust addiction basically killed all my potential of being the greatest either preacher or apologist ever. And because I've basically become so dumbed down, basically with my articulation skills and my memory and whatever, because of so much smoking, it's basically killed that potential. But I'm here to say, the life ain't over. I could simply use these past 7 years of weed addiction and sex addiction as a testimony of what God's about, because he's moving my life. Clearly, I've been closer to God these past 2 years like crazy, but I still struggle with definitely smoking. I think once that is truly dead, because I've talked about it for months now, maybe even years now, I need to stop smoking, I need to stop smoking. Once I truly stop that, I'm telling you, I feel like my life, my intelligence, my wisdom, my knowledge, my everything will 10x, will 100x. Like, I'll literally be 10 times smarter and 10 times, because I used to be a genius before I started smoking weed. Like, my memory, I could remember something from 2 weeks ago, Wednesday at 10 o'clock. I said, oh no, remember Wednesday? No, 2 weeks ago, Wednesday. Remember we ate lunch at that? Like, I can remember details, everything. Now I'm just like, oh, I think I did like something the last couple of. It blurs your mind. It's not healthy. The smoke shop that I frequented literally just got shot up. Multiple people murdered. It could have been me. If that's not a sign to just stop smoking, I don't know what is. But right now, I'm on 55 days of semen retention. I made the decision, because there's a decision you can make. Okay, do we start making these YouTube videos again to where it forces me to hold myself accountable? I can't just lie in front of the whole internet. It forces me to hold myself accountable, forces me to have honesty and integrity, and that's really what I make videos about. I can't sit here and make videos about anything if I relapse again and I continue on weed. So I made the decision, I'm moving forward. I'm not relapsing, even though this girl is literally, like, I deleted Snapchat. If I re-download it, I guarantee you there's gonna be a message of her there saying, yo, like, come over or whatever. I'm not doing it. I have to get to 100 days on semen retention, especially during the crypto bull run. Oh man, I'm telling you, things will go your way if you get on semen retention and on this crypto bull run and sober. Oh dude, there's no way it doesn't go your way. But yeah, your confidence is going to increase. Everything's going to increase. I already feel way better. And I'm literally, like, I smoked yesterday, so I have a little bit of withdrawals right now making this. This is the time that I have to push through. I have to get through this week, and then, you know, the rest is history. I genuinely believe I have potential to be one of the greatest apologists ever, because I'm a really good debater. And when I know a topic, I'm really good at debating it. But if I'm like literally like almost retarded because of smoking all the time and lusting all the time, that potential is only like 3 or 4 or 5% tapped into. I'm telling y'all, I got a lot of potential. Y'all about to witness it. Y'all about to witness greatness. And we're all about to witness greatness if you get on this journey. Let's go. 30 minutes. I said I wouldn't. Oh well. Jesus Christ is King. Keep retaining like a king. Look at that. I'm glowing. I'm glowing. The glow's back. Let's go.